welcome back for right now.
Welcome back.
We have got
Oh, I've caught it. Welcome. What?
Go ahead. You can say it.
Welcome to Elvis Fans Matter.
Yep.
And we're back again to answer a few more questions and talk about a lot of different things that people have asked.
Yep.
And with that, I'm going to let
Danielle's got some.
got something she wants to say first about
We have
questions
some
and answers.
exciting news. Everybody has been asking with it getting close to March, and that's when we normally release Elvis Week information. So it's the big day, and we are releasing the information. We are going to have a question answer session this year in South Haven. Go on Facebook to our EFM page, and it'll have all the information. It's going to be August 13th and 14th during Elvis Week, and we will have it at the hotel that we normally have it at, the Courtyard by Marriott there in South Haven. Go on Facebook, and I'll have all the information, ticket prices. They will go on sale starting today. And it'll have all your ticket prices, how you can pay, how to get those scheduled, and the address of the event. If you do not have Facebook, you can email me, and I will give you my email address now, and I'll put it in the comments. My email address is DANI_ROWE12@yahoo.com. So you can reach out there, you can reach out through Facebook Messenger, or you can check out the Facebook page, and there will be an advertisement there. But we're excited to have it again, and we had enough feedback that showed us that everybody, wanted to come. They were planning on coming and would like to come to the event. So there it is. We're ready for it and ready to see everybody.
Look forward to seeing everybody again.
As always, we'll answer every question that's asked, and as long as it don't get, just way too personal where,
And we'll even answer a few of those.
maybe a few.
Maybe it is.
But we would love to have y'all come if you think you're interested, get with Danielle.
Yep.
And we'd love to see you.
Just as a reminder, as I do every year, I'm the only one that is selling tickets. You can only buy those from me because I do have them coded. They're not actually hard copy tickets. I do get you a digital confirmation, and they do have special codes. So just remember, don't be tricked into somebody saying they have tickets and they can't come and they're selling theirs at a discounted price or anything like that. Contact me because tickets are non-transferable, non-refundable, and someone cannot just sell any tickets because they are coded special, so I would know what the tickets are. So you'll have to reach out to me direct. Just don't fall for any scammers or anything. If you notice any scammers on the page doing that, just shoot me a message so I can get them deleted and blocked. And other than that, we hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and we look forward to people reaching out to get your seats to the question and answers.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. And with that, enjoy the questions coming up. See ya.
You ready?
Yep.
Ready.
Hello.
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 Welcome to Elvis Fans Matter. We back once again, do a little video for you.
A little chatter.
A little chit chat and scat and so on and so on. All right, what do we got?
How did the airplane, Lisa Marie, how did it get over to where it is now to be on display?
Oh, your husband, Nolan,
Yes.
Nolan Rowe, was asking me all about that and got me started talking about him.
About him.
Nolan, talking about you.
Talk about you, Nolan.
He's the one that brought it up, and we got to talking about it, and he asked that question, and we thought it would be something good to talk about. And anyway, Elwood David, who was the pilot of the Lisa Marie and all, and Ron Strauss, and
Jim Manning
Jim Manning, yeah.
and Carol.
And
Carol,
yeah.
I can't pronounce Carol's last name.
I can't either. But anyway, I think he took the time off to fly the plane here one last time and all, and we always left and went to the old airport runway, and Elvis kept the Lisa Marie there, and it was easy to get to. We didn't have to, like
We could pull right up to the plane.
yeah, we could pull right up the plane. Whereas the main airport now, golly, traffic so horrible and all, and checking into a plane. So we're glad, that. And back then they didn't have quite as much traffic, as they do now. But anyway, I flew it back here, and they didn't want to disassemble anything off of it, because they didn't know if we'd be able to, get it back like it was. So they hired a tow, and they brought it from the airport
Yep.
all the way to where it's pretty much sets now.
Didn't they take the wings off?
No,
They didn't?
That was the whole thing.
I remember we were up there when they brought it, but I was thinking, I remember guys being up on top of it as
Yeah,
it was
well, that
coming
was,
down.
to clear the lines
Clear
and
the
stuff like
lines
that,
and-
make sure, I think maybe, I don't know if they had a pole, I can't remember for sure.
They
but
did.
They would raise it up, make sure it
Uh-huh.
cleared, especially the tail, so that was the biggest thing. And they blocked off the street
Mm-hmm.
all the way and had, escort, and they brought it all the way, like I say,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was down Winchester.
I believe
I want to
so.
say
I believe so.
Winchester, and they brought it all the way down Winchester to Elvis Presley Boulevard, and brought it all the way there to the.
Remember they had a
park
big
there.
thing about when they moved it. It was like, I don't know, we were up there and some other people that had been around, and
Yeah, it was fascinating, boy. How
It
they
was
got that
sad
big
to me.
sucker,
it was
So they had
sad.
Yeah, it was bittersweet. There's no doubt about that, But how many times we'd been on it and all,
And knowing it was going to be, retired and sit there, it was just a reminder of days gone by.
So they just drove it down the highway
They
or down the road.
Pulled it,
They
yeah.
pulled it.
like they
Like a
tow
tow
them
truck,
in, at the
Airport.
what do they call that? Where you load and unload hangar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Hangers.
hangers.
And so that, they used that and brought it with that all the way down.
And they had escorts.
Escorts,
and,
yeah, they had to block everything off, because it was,
Yeah, it
how
probably
wide.
would have been Winchester
But,
to Elvis Presley, because otherwise they would have had to have gone
Airways and all
to
the way.
Shelby and
Uh-huh.
Shelby all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
which
I remember
that was
that
the
day.
easier, quicker way. The other way would have been
They would have had to make
so
all the
much,
turns.
so many turns and so much longer.
Right.
They just brought it straight down and all.
I bet it was interesting, but it was sad too.
It was sad.
But we would,
Me.
we'd go up, right up to it, and board it just
Mm-hmm.
with nobody around.
Nobody around.
Always was some fans, there, because they'd follow him and all this, and it was funny because I never knew that that he had a little jet box, I call it,
that actually warmed up and started the engine.
Mm-hmm.
And once they started, then you could warm the plane up, And of course, that only took, just a few minutes, didn't take very long. So when Elvis, had got ready to go, they had to.
Yeah, he kept the
Right.
Jetstar there too, didn't he? That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, they both were there, and we'd just board it, and then they'd get out on the old runway, and
Yeah, it was at the
clearing
old
for-
part of the airport. That's why we
clearing
always
for
were able
takeoff
to
now.
just drive up to it
Mhm.
with no, go through that little gate.
Not have to go through the actual.
Yeah.
airport.
Yeah, because it was like across the
Okay,
way
I
from
got
the
you.
new airport.
Mhm.
So.
But it was interesting to see them, pull that sucker down to
Yeah.
where it is now, and how they had to.
And it was going
Clear
so
everything,
slow. And,
When
it
did
was
they?
a lot.
When did they do that?
oh gosh, I can't.
I think I think they did that in '83, I believe.
Okay.
When did Graceland open?
'82.
82. Yeah, I was going to say they didn't do it before Graceland opened.
Yeah, but,
It was like that plane had a personality, and it was
Mhm.
like, I don't really want to do this, and it was moving so slow, and it just looked pitiful.
but
But then I get attached to cars and trucks, and all of ours have
like
names.
Elvis, we give them names.
We give
you
them
know,
names.
stuff like that. We call our truck Hombre,
Mhm.
Great. Did Anita and Elvis stay in touch throughout the years that you know of?
Not after they broke up, no.
I think she saw him, went to see him in Vegas after she was married to Johnny Brewer.
Mhm.
And in her book, that's what she has said, and
Yeah,
she went to his show,
Okay.
yeah.
but
But not like staying in touch
No,
as
no.
friends or anything.
mm-mm.
Okay. Was there a song Elvis wanted to record but never did?
There were several of them. I always wanted to record that one.
Dolly Parton's.
No, well, I would like for him to recorded that one too, but
Mhm.
there was a couple of Hank Williams,
Mhm.
that he did really well, He wanted to record him, he just never did do it, never get around to it.
I know Colonel asked too much about the one. Dolly Parton wanted him to record that.
I Will Always Love
Uh-huh.
You. He would
And,
have
oh
done
my God,
great.
Had to
Can you
give up too
imagine?
much writer's
Too much
fees.
Yeah.
writer's fees.
And she wouldn't do it. But I think she had hoped he would. Oh, I would too, because can you imagine him singing that?
Mhm.
Did y'all ever hear him sing that or any of the? You said he did good on the Hank Williams songs. Did you
We've-
hear him?
Oh yeah,
Sing
yeah.
them, but he
In
just
fact,
didn't
him and
perform.
Anita sang, gosh, one of them together.
Him and
boy,
Anita.
they really sounded good together.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of the name of it right now. I guess it's a sign of old age.
Was it- Was it Crying in the Chapel?
No, no.
That's the one she did, wasn't it? Was she?
No.
No?
Elvis recorded "Crying in the Chapel." In fact, he sang that on the
I can remember
Ed
her.
Sullivan stuff.
I can remember her singing that though.
Yeah,
Uh,
you may have, but
not on a record, but just she had a really good voice too.
she did.
Did she?
had a real good
She
voice,
did.
Yeah.
She was.
She had out 2 or 3 records.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
One of my favorites was the one she done, "Mama, he treats your daughter for me,"
Yeah.
and that was really good, really
Really good.
Yeah.
All right. This one says it's a random question, but I recently read somewhere that Elvis hated ketchup. Is that true?
Never heard that.
I don't think so. He was crazy about tomatoes, so always, especially while his mama was alive, they ate a lot of tomatoes that he ate, tomatoes and also.
Okay.
I don't think he,
You know, by you saying that, I was thinking about the other day when I mistakenly got some grapefruit. I thought they were oranges, and they were big. I thought they was those big navel oranges, but we got home and they were grapefruit. So I sliced one up for Billy, like the cook used to do for Elvis, and she made it real fancy, like with a little crown thing around. You've seen me do them.
Yeah.
And cut out the little wedges and all that. And Elvis always had them for breakfast. Not always, but I mean, he had them for breakfast a lot. And he would have them either with sugar on it or honey squeezed in it.
Yeah.
And they were, all he had to do is take his spoon and lift it out. It would all fix.
They were all fixed, so that was all he had to do.
But I fixed us something like that too. It brought
I like
back a
grapefruit sometimes.
lot of memories.
and guess what? I remembered the song, I'm Sorry for You, My Friend.
Yeah,
by Hank
I'm
Williams.
sorry for
Good deal.
Yeah.
No, so that was when he and Anita sang together.
No.
No,
No, that's the one.
That's
That's the one he wanted to record.
He just never got around to
Never
it.
got
But
around
boy,
to it.
and it's if you get a chance, listen to it. It's really a good
Yeah,
song.
it is. It's a good song.
All right. Did Billy and Joe ever meet the Osmonds when Elvis was performing in Vegas? They have always spoken highly of Elvis and have said that Elvis referred them to his costume designer, who designed their signature jumpsuits.
I never
no,
met him.
At the time, they met him and all. Elvis was in Vegas, and I wasn't working for him during
Okay.
that time. And when they met him backstage and all that, well, I can only guess, what
Right.
was said and all that, because I never
You
met
didn't
him.
meet
I
him.
wasn't
Okay.
working for Elvis at the time.
It's also been said that he called Olive Osmond a lot and they were friends. Do you know that? Do you recall him doing that, like when you were back working with him or anything?
No, he called Olive Oil a couple of times. But, I
No,
don't think
a lot of people have come up with they saw him the night before he died, and he called them, and
Yeah.
they were real good friends. A lot of them, they were acquaintances, but not close friends.
Right.
Elvis didn't have a lot of real close friends, except the people that were with him.
With him.
That was his close friends, and I mean, he had friends, especially. I mean, he liked Jack Lord a lot and different people like that, but he was not like on a everyday, like you would think my best friend or my good friend, or, they didn't have a get together all the time or very rarely,
Right.
as opposed to what a lot of people
Right.
say.
Was Elvis ever afraid of flying, or was anyone in the group afraid of flying?
I was scared to death of flying, man. Elvis actually was afraid of flying in the earlier years. I don't know what took place. Something, happened that caused him to be, afraid to fly. And, of course,
When he went to Germany, he didn't fly to Germany. He went on a ship.
nobody flew back.
Yeah, he flew back.
Anyway, he had to get over his fear because, we actually,
It's the way to travel.
we go to California, we went on the bus, he had a Dodge motorhome at the time.
And it took days, sometimes a week.
And then he got that City Cruiser, and But a lot of times we'd fly, but most of the time he, drive up until he started to tour the country again, and then, of course,
He couldn't
He
get to all
couldn't,
those places
No, there's
that
no-
fast.
I know one time they were going somewhere, and they had to abort. They were coming in. They had to abort because of another plane, coming in at the same time. But he got over his fear of flying, and that's why he finally bought his own plane.
Right.
I was not real fond of it. The first time I flew to California, and that, I was real young. Wonga
You
snoring.
can hear Wanga snoring.
snoring
She's
on
just
the
not
table.
interested in the least of what we're talking about.
But then after we did it so much, it was like, especially on the Lisa Marie, because it was like a big house, up in the sky, and it was, we played cards most of the time on the plane. We didn't even really that much think about it.
We, first time I ever, flew on a jet was in 61. We started off, on the train, and I stayed in the room with him on the top bunk, and he on the lower bunk. And after about a day or two, he got tired of that, and so we got off in Phoenix, Arizona, and took a jet from there on into Los Angeles.
That had to be
that
a
was
short
my-
flight, wasn't it?
It was a pretty short flight, but that's my first time, and needless to say, I squeezed real tight and held on.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.